What do I think of the new fiduciary rule? I think that there's a lot more that's been said about it than the eventual impact that it's going to have upon the industry. And that conversation's healthy because it probably settles us to an equilibrium over time. But in the end, for fee-only investment advisors, for sure, the fiduciary rule is not going to have a substantial direct impact upon their business in a real significant way. Thumbs up for independent investment advisors over the short term. Their business model wins. The model that is freer of conflicts of interest is one that prevails. However, over the longer term, maybe not so rosy because now there's much more substantial competition among the high road, among those that are selling to plans and to retirement plans based upon this new fee basis, or with fewer commissions and other conflicts of interest. Thumbs down going towards those that haven't really evolved their practice over the years, those that primarily sell on commission but haven't necessarily been forthright with their clients as to the commissions they've been receiving. Thumbs down to antiquated product providers who are selling and distributing bloated product with excessive commissions and expenses. There's going to be a lot of evolution and innovation within the product space because of this new regulation coming down the pike. Our role as counselors is to continue to assess the evolving landscape that's out there, to look at threats, to look at opportunities, and to stay really focused on each and every one of them so that advisors themselves, our clients, are in a position to really focus on their business and how do they grow their business and how do they service their clients effectively in the investment landscape. I think that ETFs and passive and low-cost funds are winners here because they appeal to more sophisticated investors. I mean, all the studies that we've seen tend to show that advisors, when utilizing an investment or when implementing an investment strategy, tend to favor them more than the mainstream public does. So I think they win because advisors are the buyer's representative. Advisors are the ones who are vetting these products, and they don't have any skin in the game. They're not earning compensation typically off of these products. So the best interest contract exemption was perhaps the most controversial of any area of the fiduciary proposal. And the reason why this is such a lightning rod is because it brings the prospect or the customer front and center with the conflict of interest, with the exception to acting in their best interest. It puts in paper right in front of them in a document that they need to sign the exception to the best interest. And I think what makes it most controversial, and there's a number of areas where you'll find controversy, but most controversial is the fact that many financial advisors or brokers haven't been forthright with their clients with respect to the nature by which they've been earning compensation. We all tend to agree that investors are confused about the distinction between broker-dealers and advisors. They don't really understand the distinction among the suitability standard of care and the fiduciary standard of care. And that's part of the problem. The other part of the problem is that even to the extent that they understand it, and it's really not all that complex to understand, they're really disengaged by the whole process. They really just don't want to hear of it. And I think we've done such an overwhelming job with disclosure that people start to filter it out. If we rally around the fact that the number one major theme that has been problematic within the securities industry is confusion, maybe right behind that is apathy, or maybe they're somehow combined, we have done nothing to cure that problem with the introduction of this fiduciary standard of care that the DOL has proffered upon us.